Yo, what it do, ladies and gentlemen? I said I'll be back, and here I am, back with another video with no fear, no favor, stolen from ETV, stolen, Jack from Neverworld style, whatever. I don't give a shit. But I'm back with the video that I've been wanting to put out since freaking April already. In fact, since before that. It's the Birdmen Manga. This is the not exactly first impression. It's more like the overview, because I can tell you one thing: I will be reviewing this particular manga on a regular basis. However, there are a few problems with the manga, and I don't know with the author, but I'll go through that when I get to the end of the video. So yeah, that's it. Also, I did a channel update video, so be sure to check out the channel update video. That's in the description below. And yeah, so let's get started on this thing. The Birdman Manga overview. Oof, what can I say? Basically, this video will be split up into a couple of parts. There's the plot, the characters, and basically my overall conclusion of the manga. And this is based on this video is based on like the eight chapters that are already out, and the latest chapter came out like in February. So like I said, I'll get down to that towards the end of the video. So, Birdmen Manga. The Birdmen Manga is a manga that was written by Yellow Tanabe, and it started its run in July 2013, and it's released monthly via Weekly Shonen Sunday, which actually releases shit on Tuesdays. I don't know. The plot is about Aishi Karasuma, who is a kind of stereotypical, loner / introvert character that we see, in movies, and kind of like a nerd. And he lives a monotone life, or a repetitive life. Everything is monotonous. It's the same thing over and over and over. And this dude he's depressed. I don't know why that hasn't been said in the manga, but he's depressed. And his only friend is one Mikisada Komoda. And so one day they decide to skip class and head to a park nearby. So while they are there, they meet Tsubame Umino, an extremely energetic girl, and Reisa Gisawa, an attractive boy that attends the same school as them, except for Tsubame. She goes to an all-girls school. So on their way back, the four teenagers take the same bus, and as they are going on this trip, the driver of the bus somehow loses control of the bus, and it actually falls down a cliff. And while they are in the wreckage, a boy with wings suddenly appear and asks them if they actually want to live. And I guess that's where the title came from, Birdman. So over the course of the next few days, the teens actually discover that they have the ability to sprout these big ass wings. And they somehow eventually manage to find out who the wing boy is, and who gave them the ability to sprout these massive ass wings. And it just so happens that that boy is someone in Aishi's class known as Takayama. No surname, just Takayama. So the main character of the story is Aishi. So he's the main character and the narrator of the story. And like I said before, he's a typical loner character, no friends except for one, and he suffers from depression, which as I said, is the narrator, so that gives a kind of interesting aspect in the terms of the narration of the video. So it's like seeing through. Here's what we would call a is like not a technique, but not a style of writing, but there's something in literature called a unreliable narrator. I'm not sure that's what it's called, unreliable or something like that. which means you can't necessarily trust the POV on things, and that's what Aishi basically is. He gives us a kind of a, we see, like I said, we see the world through his eyes, and he's also very analytical. So he kind of thinks things through and kind of tends to overthink things, and you know that's Aishi. Next character is Mikisada Komoda. This guy is quite the opposite. Not necessarily a foil of Aishi, but he's kind of the opposite. Whereas Aishi is intelligent, Mikisada is actually quite dumb and quite stupid. You know, I don't like to call people stupid, but shit, this man's one dumbass dude. And his main purpose in the 8 chapters that we get to see is kind of like just there for comedy relief. You know, he's just the big guy. He's like the big guy, but he's also soft on the inside. You know, those soft giants, gentle giants. That's what they're called. That's Aishi. Oh, I mean that's Mikisada Komoda. Like I said, not necessarily a foil, but just like where Aishi is smart, intelligent, and overthink things, Mikisada just does shit without thinking them through. The next character is Rei Sagisawa. He is attractive and somewhat intelligent guy, quite a decent guy. He's not actually a punk. Quite a cool dude. And it's actually because of that Aishi is kind of jealous of him. But Rei is like none the wiser. He doesn't know that. But pretty cool dude. Which you get to see in the actual manga if you planning on reading it, which I recommend. But and then another character is Tsubame Umino. Basically, extremely energetic, spunky soul. Thankfully, she's not a she's not a tsundere character, so she doesn't like hit people for like no reason. And that's Tsubame right there. I wouldn't say necessarily, but he seems kind of like a damsel in distress character. But there's not much you can take from just 8 chapters that are released monthly, and some maybe never released at all. The next and final character is Takayama, and he is not the original, but he is the main Birdman / wing boy who gave the other teenagers this ability to sprout these big ass wings. And he got the ability to sprout those wings kind of in a similar manner as Aishi, Komoda, Rei, and Tsubame, which you will get to see if you're planning on reading the manga, because I ain't gonna spoil it for you. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. And whereas the other teenagers, they don't have quite the same control over the ability to sprout wings and grow these massive ass armor, which you also get to see, which is quite cool. He has more control over that ability, so that's quite cool. And I guess in terms of characteristics or characterization, he falls into the same character as Aishi. Loner, not necessarily intelligent, I wouldn't say that, but he's kind of an outcast by choice, and that's Takayama right there. So this was quite the actual quick overview, but my concluded thoughts is that the story itself has great decompression, and I'm a fan of decompression. So it paces itself quite well, slow, it doesn't rush into anything. I think like the first 8 chapters, we don't even get into the thick of things, we don't even like, I don't want to spoil it, if you're planning on checking it out, but it's kind of like a slow story, a nice slow burn. Nothing, nothing rushed here and there. In fact, a little too slow, but like I said, it paces itself well. So, and due to that, it has these slice of life moments, which in all opinions, slice of life is kind of boring, and it's just unnecessary school shit. You know, like you watch slice of life. Like I don't watch it that much because it's kind of boring. But you know get what I'm saying. You know, just normal, day to day shit like that. So that doesn't quite appeal to me. But you know, it does give us how should I say, not introspection, but it does give us a quite a good development, or not development, but you know we get to see these characters, you know, and how they think and their thought processes and that. So that's quite cool. Uh, it's about the writer of this manga. She's a woman, so she gives also a different take on shonen manga, on the typical shonen manga, which is all punch, punch, kick, action. You know, little side romances here and there. You know, typical shonen. This is quite different. It's more of a character-driven story than the usual. You know, punch, punch, kick, a little bit of drama, a little bit of romance. But like I said, this is only the first 8 chapters, so you can't really, you know, take much or away from it. Uh, the story in of itself is quite reminiscent of the Maximum Ride book series, which got adapted into a manga, specifically because of the wings. You know, for obvious reasons. If you checked out the Maximum Ride book, you will see that they, you know, that the main characters in that story have the ability also to, you know, sprout these big ass wings. So it's quite, you know, reminiscent of it, and but not quite. It doesn't, you know, follow the same story. Obviously, it's mainly just because of wings that, you know, gives us, you know, the feel of Maximum Ride, which is, you know, a good fucking book, by the way. Check that shit out. It's also been adapted into a manga. Not sure. I think like 5 parts or so. Not sure, but yeah, like I said, it's actually some good shit. So this is actually a good thing, a good manga that I'm planning on, you know, reviewing on a regular basis. Starting with the latest chapter. Now, the latest chapter, like I said, I would get into this, and the latest chapter came out in February. So this is gonna be a very hiatus-strewn manga, kind of like Hunter x Hunter, because it had an hiatus back in October of 2013, and it seems like it's back on hiatus now. Because I'm not sure if it's not the translators which are just not doing this shit, but I know there is a chapter 9, but it's in a row, so it doesn't contain any English languages. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. If the author of the freaking thing died, I don't know. But for 8 chapters, this is actually quite good. Like I said, it's actually a character-driven story, so you're not gonna get much action as of yet. There is like just one action scene, but then that's just it. But I don't want to spoil the shit for you if you're gonna plan on checking it out, because like I said, I am planning on reviewing it. Good manga. I would recommend it. Like if you into, you know, if you into character-driven stories and not necessarily plot-driven, then you know this is definitely one for you. You know, it's definitely one for the serious folk, if I should say that, you know. But that was it right there. Overview slash first impressions. I'm impressed. I love it. For me, the anime savior, I'm planning on picking the shit up. See you guys around. Be sure to like if you wanna. Be sure to dislike if you wanna. Be sure to comment. If you don't wanna comment, that's cool. That's cool. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. I'm not forcing you to do shit. But yeah, that's it. Planning on popping out some more videos, man. Fucking marathon and shit. Power to the people.